No one wants to admit this, but the truth about Bessie might be far more uncomfortable than it seems, because maybe she was never just a victim. Maybe everything that happened wasn't only the result of pressure or being compared to Coco. Maybe there was something much more active inside her, something that had always been there, waiting for the right moment to come out. And the most unsettling part is that the signs were always there. It didn't start with the attack. It didn't start with the blushes. It didn't start when she lost control. It started way earlier, in the way she watches, in the way she internalizes everything, in how she turns admiration into silent obsession. Because this isn't normal insecurity, this is something deeper. This is a distorted emotional dependence, an identity built around someone else, and when that foundation starts to collapse, there's nothing left. And that's exactly what makes it dangerous. Because the moment Bessie realizes she'll never be like Coco, she doesn't try to improve anymore. She shifts direction, and that's where everything breaks. Because instead of growing, she accepts her flaw as something permanent. And that's the turning point. Because from there, every decision stops being about growth and becomes about compensation. And compensation never leads anywhere good. It leads to extremes, and the attack doesn't feel random. It feels built, layer by layer, thought by thought, until there's no way back. And the most disturbing detail is that Coco never actually does anything to her. There's no direct conflict, no rejection, no real trigger. Everything happens inside Bessie's mind, which leads to a much more uncomfortable question. What if this was never about the environment? What if this is about who she really is? What if that twisted version isn't corruption, but revelation? Because it's a lot easier to believe something external caused this than to accept that maybe she just needed a push to become exactly that. And that completely changes the story, because it removes her from being a pure victim and puts responsibility on the choices she made, even if influenced. And that's what makes it hit harder, because it makes it real, it makes it possible. It means anyone placed in that same situation could break the same way. And maybe the strangest part is that a part of her hesitates, closes one eye, tries to stop, but that part loses. And that doesn't prove she's innocent. It proves she knew exactly what she was doing and still went through with it. And in the end, the real question isn't whether Bessie was corrupted. The question is if she was ever truly different, or if all of this was always there, buried, waiting for the right pressure, the right trigger, the right comparison to bring it out. And if that's true, then this isn't a fall, it's a reveal. So tell me in the comments, was Bessie a victim? Or was she always like this and just needed a reason? And if you're into darker, unfiltered theories like this, drop a like and subscribe, because what's coming next might be even worse.